Live from the Scripps Studios, this is 10 News.
I'm surprised that he took it to that point.
Neighbors are still in shock after an hours-long SWAT standoff in San Marcos tonight. It took tear gas to get this man to give himself up. Good evening, I'm CroneAnchorReel Creighton. Only 10 News talked to the family of the man at the center of the standoff. As reporter Bree Steffen found out, it all started with a pet turtle.
This is where the SWAT team threw in the tear gas.
Now to a developing story. A woman is dead and 3 people are in jail after a high-speed chase ends with a crash and gunfire.
One party does have a gunshot wound. We're trying to confirm if it's one of our officers.
A frightening call over highway patrol radios this morning. Investigators say it was a suspect, not an officer, shot and killed. Police were chasing a stolen car when the driver turned into a dead-end street. El Cajon police say the driver rammed a patrol car, then tried to run over a police officer who got out of his car. That's when officers opened fire, killing a female passenger.
And I heard the shots, 4 shots. And I got worried because my son was walking the dogs.
The driver and 2 men inside the car were taken to jail. New developments. The medical examiner says a 19-month-old boy who died in Alpine this week was murdered. Relatives of Lucas Orlando told sheriff investigators he fell on Monday, but detectives say his mom's boyfriend, Brett Brown, assaulted him. Only 10 News was there for Brown's arrest at a Shelter Island motel. Police did not arrest Lucas's mom. Brown is scheduled to be in court on murder charges on Tuesday. New tonight, the Department of Justice says it has stopped a would-be terrorist from flying to Syria to join ISIS. The DOJ says Joseph Faircaw was taken into custody at the airport in Richmond, Virginia. Investigators say he is a U.S. citizen. He's been charged with attempting to provide materials and resources to a terror organization. The man who drove him to the airport was also arrested and charged. The San Diego Police Officers Association is praising the governor's decision to reverse parole for the man convicted of murdering a San Diego police officer. Jesus Cecina will remain in prison for killing Officer Archie Buggs more than 3 decades ago. Cecina was 17 back in 1978 when he shot and killed Officer Buggs during a traffic stop. The known gang member who was high on PCP got a life sentence. Buggs' family fought to keep Cecina behind bars, but he was granted parole last year. However, the governor did not feel Cecina accepted full responsibility. Now to a developing story in the Middle East and a remarkable turn of events. A prisoner swap between the U.S. and Iran. At the same time, the United Nations announced Iran will finally be free of international economic sanctions. As ABC's Richard Cantu reports, the agreement does not include a missing FBI agent.
5 Americans homeward bound.
New information from West Africa. The State Department says an American is among those killed in a terrorist attack on a hotel. The siege in Burkina Faso is over. The nation's president visited the hotel today. 28 people were killed by al-Qaeda militants. American troops based in the country helped free more than 100 hostages. About half are wounded and being cared for at hospitals tonight. One of the top 10 most wanted fugitives in America is behind bars. The FBI says they've caught one of the so-called scream robbers. Surveillance video shows how the robbers got their name, wearing masks from the popular horror movies. Investigators say Milo Mason robbed 2 banks at gunpoint in the past couple of months and shot 2 innocent people as he got away. Agents tracked him to a motel near Denver and arrested him. They're still looking for 2 other suspects. A dramatic rescue from a firefighter's point of view. The heart-stopping moments as crews pull a trapped family from the flames. It's getting a little cheaper to get around San Diego. The 2 major changes making the commute a little easier on your wallet. And an emotional reunion 800 miles in the making. The big favor from the Humane Society to reconnect this woman and her runaway dog.